from Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web. This is the B Team with Cory and Jim. I'm just saying there's a big difference between pain pill overdose and dying of AIDS.
Well, I don't know if he had he might have HIV. I don't know if did he have AIDS or HIV? Did they? Be clear on that? Did anybody? Nobody's treading through those murky waters just yet.
Not just yet.
I wasn't for sure. I heard something about it and I was like, that sucks. But it always seems like that with rock stars, man. It's always something, you know. Oh, like it's never like, oh, they just died because they were old. I don't think I've ever heard a rock star's death being just this natural causes. He was like 85. It's always like something traumatic.
Was he gay?
I don't know. No, dude. If it was anything, he's probably asexual, meaning it didn't matter. You know, he'd get it on with whoever probably.
I heard he was trisexual.
Unicorns too? Huh?
Yeah.
If there's ever a unicorn, Prince owned it.
They talk about the fact that he was a really good athlete,
basketball player,
and all that. Yeah. Well, I saw my wife and I just last night. We were watching a show that she really likes. Okay, I like it too. Called New Girl.
Oh, yeah. That's a solid show.
It really is.
Yeah, he was on that show.
Schmitty. Well, they played the one he was on last night.
Oh, did they? Okay.
And they showed some of his physical talent because he was playing ping pong, and he was really getting at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Not
like
dudes that
Asian.
That stand like 8 feet off the table, dude, and just rip shots.
It was nothing like that, but he just looked physically. He looked like
coordinated. He was coordinated.
But then when he has scenes and he's just talking to him, it's just like, you know, it's all this, just, you know, pet the unicorn. It's love. Just, does he love you? Then you love him.
Well, he's like that, I think. But that doesn't mean that he's not athletic.
No. The most athletic fellas I know at the gym are the gays.
Well, sure. Got to work on your body.
They rip it.
They are ripped.
Grip it and rip it.
Grip it and ripped it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I certainly don't know.
I thought you and Prince were good buddies.
No.
Misinterpreted.
I was a latecomer to the Prince bandwagon. I was like, it wasn't until after college. Well, I mean, within the last 10 years.
Really?
I came aboard. And it's only because I saw him.
When you're talking with Bill,
play a guitar. Yeah.
Super talented music.
He was just him, a guitar, and a stool.
I heard an awesome story about him. About, you know how he headlined the Super Bowl, the halftime show?
We're talking about Prince.
They were worried about it raining, and he apparently told somebody, he said, is there any way to make it rain more? So he's like, bitch, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go out here and shred, and you're just gonna watch it and enjoy it. That's confidence, man. He's like, electric guitar with water. He seemed like a really interesting dude. I had no idea that he lived in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Lifelong. Yeah, I know, man. I'm like, when I heard that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I would have figured for sure
L.A.
or something, man. And then they're like, yeah, no, Minneapolis. I'm like, well, I mean, that's a big city. Don't get me wrong, but shocker for me. Shocker.
The Tri-Cities.
The Tri-Chamber.
What is it? What are the Tri-Cities?
I don't know.
Minneapolis, St. Paul.
New Jersey. Yep. Nailed
That's it.
Man, God.
We were so good.
Where was geography now? Give me that test again.
Call in with your geography questions.
I'm good. Yeah. Let me dazzle you. I've got a globe and nothing but time.
This is the B Team with Cory and Jim. I'm Jim. The gentleman sitting across from me is Cory.
C-Train.
Oh.
C-Train Lane.
Used to be Sea Dog, changed it up to C-Train.
Next thing you know, it's going to be Sea Lion. Don't worry about it. All right? That's my journey. I could be artist formerly known as C. You know? You don't know.
You might just be a symbol.
Dude, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trademark a symbol now. It's going to be awesome. I don't know what it's going to be, but...
Just a Nike swoosh with like a line to it. Just something obvious. An obvious ripoff.
Like just something I've found in 30 seconds. I'm like, you know what? That looks okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
T-shirt it.
We should... That's the thing, man. You can T-shirt anything.
Just about.
Whether or not, it doesn't really matter if people are going to want to wear it. Because mainly, if you're gonna either make a T-shirt or them a T-shirt or sell a T-shirt, it's a T-shirt, man. People need them. You can use them as rags. You can use them as toilet paper in a pinch. It doesn't matter. You know, it's a tee.
Well, here's the thing. It makes me think of our T-shirts. People are buying our T-shirts, but I'm not seeing them anywhere.
Well, that's because I think it's one of those things. It's like memorabilia, you know. You want to collect it and then save it for 40 or 50 years.
Okay.
And then once it starts to depreciate further, then you won't feel as bad using it as those items.
You know what? Let me tell you something. That sounds like my bullshit luck. Is that after I die, I'll hit it big. I'll hit it big. Dude, everything.
Isn't my that family the worst thing about being anything involving art? It's always like, oh, yeah, the dude died, and the next day someone's like, oh, my God, do you see this painting? Yeah. And it's worth $5 million that day.
Yeah.
Dude had a massive heart attack.
And he was literally using the painting the day before as something to kill a rat with to eat it. And now, and the next
the little
day,
blood stain in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what he was trying to do.
What was he saying here?
Dude was killing a rat.
Yeah,
because
trying to
poor.
Eat it. Yeah, and then his family who could give a crap about him
gets all this cash, man. It's like, come on, man.
That's how it's going down
crazy.
For me. I know
crazy.
What's going on in your life?
What's going on? I'm just dodging poop and urine a lot, man. That's all I'm doing. The new guy, the little dude.
Oh, little Cameron.
He is spraying it and praying it, buddy. I'm no longer scared of bodily fluids hitting me.
No, please.
Because it just happens.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like my wife dodges most of it. Like, we could be in a room. I could be at the head of the baby. It's a changing situation. She could be at the foot, and somehow I'm going to be covered in whatever is coming out of him. Yeah. And not a drop is going to touch her. It's incredible. It seems like it's a magnet for me.
Well, you'll learn the various arcs of your baby, like the arc of his urine when he's laying on his back. You'll learn which way that's going to go. Yeah.
I saw some awesome photos, man, and I don't have any myself, but people were taking, you know how they take those infant photos?
Yeah.
Well, they had like a whole series of ones where the baby started crapping or peeing, like right in the middle of the shot. Oh, they're awesome, man. Dudes getting drilled in the face. Babies just crapping. The best ones are when they're like on their head or something. They're holding they crap down their neck. Yeah. It's the best.
And that's just to let Facebook people know out there, you're not fooling me or anyone else with kids.
Oh, yeah,
it doesn't have to be an infant. Yeah. It can be, from infant to, 15 years old. When you're showing me a picture of your beautiful, sweet kids all getting along together, I know that it was like that for approximately 7 seconds of your life, and you happen to get a picture of it, and then they were throwing toys at each other's face,
the rest of the
roundhouse at each other. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
you got lucky for a split second and got that photo.
I think that's the thing about Facebook. It's just a big look at me competition.
Well, sure it is.
Everybody churches it up.
That's why it's fun.
Everyone's like, I took this photo better than you did. Selfie.
Yeah. And you can tell the people that are about to be divorced because they're like, man, I love my baby so much. I got the best man or woman on the planet.
Yeah.
You were the greatest, honey. 2 weeks later, how's he doing?
Triple homicide, and
we
you're
split
like,
up.
Oh, damn. Yeah. You're like, nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, the more they pour, the more they dote on each other.
I think
the bigger trouble they're in, I can tell.
I think that is true, man. Now that I think about it, the people that I've seen do that, they've usually got the most issues.
Yeah.
Like when it's radio silence, generally things are good. That's okay, they're doing all right. You don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you start getting all this motivational, dance like no one's watching, and then like I found my soulmate, and then the next day, man ran from the police after he decapitated his wife. Like, what the?
He was just talking about holding hands with her in heaven.
What? You're like, okay, all right. Yeah, I should have read between the lines on that one. You're like, nah, that's on me. That's on me. Yeah.
He just moved up the schedule on that a little bit.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? Let's just speed this up. Let's just do this.
You know what I'm having? You know what I'm enjoying?
It looks like you've concocted some sort of a frozen Pepsi Max.
That's exactly what I did.
Look at that.
Here's what happened. Okay.
Go with it.
I put a Pepsi Max in a cup, and I knew you were coming over.
Yeah.
I had to get busy cleaning up the studio a little bit.
Okay.
So I threw it in the freezer and forgot about it.
Yep. How it always happens.
And so now I got myself a frozen Pepsi Max, but it seems.
But you'll enjoy that for hours later, though.
I think I will. I'll just pour Pepsi. I won't have to get ice.
No,
is the thing. I'll just pour Pepsi Max on top of this. So,
yeah,
I've created something here.
You throw a little ice cream in that, and you've got a Pepsi Max float.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. That's not even a thing. TM trademark. Yeah. Try having one of those now.
Max float.
You're getting a check. Max float.
Yeah.
# Max float. We just got to fire it out, because if we say it first, we call dibs.
Yeah.
So when people start doing this, or Pepsi tries to pick it up,
please don't let me see that on a T-shirt
or a commercial
or at a bar getting served up.
Somebody getting a check.
Checkity, check.
Make that out to the B team, please. Thank you. It's 13 cents, buddy. That adds up after a while. It's like Office Space. You get enough of those little tiny transactions, all of a sudden you're making some money.
What kind of jail you going to go to if you get caught?
Hopefully somewhere with a beach nearby, just so you can stand at the fence.
Nope.
And then long.
Let me tell you something, my friend. They're
all
ass-pounded jails. They're all ass-pounded. I
know that.
Prison. Everyone.
But it'd be more delightful
to think
if
that
you have a beach and you can just drone out
while
the
you're
pain.
Crying. You can just look at the beach while you cry.
Yeah. And then all the soundtrack of That's what they should do, man. They should play music in prisons. People would be happier, I think. They wouldn't fight so much.
You know what? I think they did try that for a while.
They try everything, man. Some people just don't. It's just not nice people.
They just don't want to get along.
Yeah.
They just don't.
They're inherently.
They're called sociopaths.
Oh, okay. And psychos. I got you. That's a thing.
Yeah. And bad guys, as my kids would say.
Oh, yeah. Bad guys. That's a universal term, man. Anywhere you go, bad guys are out there. You know what I heard, though?
What?
Who's not a bad guy? Kevin Hart, man. I heard he's retiring.
You know what?
Comedy.
I heard that.
That's crazy.
17 minutes ago.
Well, yeah. Oh, I mean, it's all the rage. It's all the news. Yeah. It's probably, I'm not on Twitter.
Is it trending?
I bet it's trending.
Yeah.
I've not researched that, so don't take my word for it, but I thought that was kind of, I mean, at some point, my thing is, especially because that's one of those jobs where it's not like you're a line worker at a factory, man, where it's like, okay, I've been doing this for 45 years. I'm tired of pressing a button and watching shit get smashed in a press. Yeah. I'm going to hang it up. Like, as a comedian, when do you retire, man?
We know comics, and they feed as much off the laugh as they do the money. So how do you walk away? I don't know.
Like, he's still going to do movies and stuff, but I think he's not just.
Well, that's not retiring then.
Well, but from stand up, you know. But that's what got you there.
Can I tell you this?
What?
I've probably only seen Kevin Hart do stand up twice
in person.
I thought he was a comic actor. I really didn't realize that he was that he came from stand-up, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't pay a lot of attention.
Well, that's all right. That's your thing. That's your prerogative.
Yeah.
You can't force anything on you. I've tried several times.
It's my body.
But I mean, you're a good-looking man. You know?
But when I say
We've talked about that a lot, though, about your just general physique.
And prowess.
Well, your charisma is second to none.
Yeah.
I've equated it close to Jesus's as far as your ability to draw a crowd.
And when I shave, I'm like a porpoise. If you pet me, I feel
it's incredible. We'll do this sometime. We'll have to shoot a video of it. When water, after you shave, because you shave your full body, when water hits your skin, it beads up like a duck's ass, and it just rolls off you. It's insane. It's insane. Most people, you can feel that there's a little moisture there. You?
Speaking of shaving, how's the play going?
The play?
How's Annie going?
Annie?
Yeah.
Orphan Annie?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Orphan Annie.
It's pretty good.
Daddy Warbucks is in the studio with us today.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking at me like I'm not talking about you. You've shaved your head, and you're not even going to talk about it.
I do it all the time. I do it all the time. Yeah, so that's what you're talking about? That bald dude that dude, like, first of all, if you're going to come at me like that, say something that I'm going to get. Okay? Not a movie that was produced like 70 years ago. You can be like, oh, what's up, Professor Xavier? Or dude, I would have even got a dude from Star Trek, man. Captain, whatever his face is. Yeah, there you go. That would have been even more relevant.
Make it so.
Talking to me about a dude that's probably been dead for 50 years. I haven't even seen that movie. The new one that came out with...
Oh, my God. With Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, man.
God.
He wasn't even bald, was he?
No.
In that movie. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, I had to... Dude, I'm going bald. I'm not going to be one of those guys. I've always said it, man, since I'm losing my hair. I'm not going to be one of those guys that has the horseshoe, like the hope, the wish I had the hair coming back kind of thing. I don't do that, man.
You could do a comb over. You could do a beautiful, gorgeous comb over.
I don't have the ability to do a comb over because I'm not that bald yet. I'll come back to that, though. If this all up here just goes away and I've got enough, if I could grow it out to do a comb over, I will. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because
especially in the wind,
there's nothing creepy
when you're running for a nap. When you're running for the plane,
yeah, a wet comb over is bad enough. Yeah. When it's like it's greasy but it's down.
Yeah,
there's nothing better than when it dries and starts getting flappy. Like when they're chasing you down to stab you a whole bunch, guys with comb overs. That's when it gets all messy and that's when it looks the funniest.
Yeah,
because there's still pieces of it that are attached with whatever cream or salve that you use to keep it cemented down.
Slap down cream.
But slap daddy. Hashtag TM. Anyway, but then the rest of it is just flailing about. Oh yeah, it looks super creepy and awesome. It's my favorite. I just like people are awesome, man, especially guys, because like women have their own hairstyles, you know, and you see some crazy ones, but dudes, man, that are going bald or just trying to keep the dream alive, you see some pretty awesome stuff.
You do.
We talked about the ponytails and stuff, but I mean, you got comb overs,
the rugs.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Just shave it, man. Just shave it. And if you got a weird head, you know, just embrace it. You know, Terry Crews has got some jacked up stuff going on
up
there.
Yeah, he's some things happening.
But he's doing it, man. I'm sure they got cosmetic surgery to fix it.
So when you start losing the battle, you're going to stay shaved. You're just going to...
I'm already losing the battle. I might just keep it Statham length, though. I might not bick it and get Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll do that, but yeah, I'll probably just keep it this short.
There are some guys who go another direction with it. There are guys who, when they start turning gray, they shave it. They might have a full head of hair.
Really?
If they grew it out, they would have a full head of hair.
I never understood
that.
But
no, I don't understand the shaving it out when you're gray.
Because there's a lot of ways. If you don't like gray hair to fix it, you get the just for men.
Tons of ways.
You do that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just gray hair, bro. I mean, whatever. Not that big a deal.
My frozen drink isn't.
Because you have to put...
It's not giving anything up.
You got to put warm... Well, it's like 10 degrees in here, so it's not gonna thaw as fast as normal. So you're going to have to put like an already thawed out max on that.
It's for the equipment.
Speaking of which, did they sent us our check yet?
No.
They won't either.
I got a guy. I know a guy.
I know.
I got a number.
We're working on it. People don't know this, but we're trying to get sponsorships from Pepsi.
The hard way.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we got to do some stuff. We don't want to talk about it, but, I mean, you can imagine. Just think for a second what we might be asked to do for a sponsorship, and we're going to do it.
I can't tell my kids.
No. Oh, no. It's not going to come out in my memoirs. I'm going to take that one with me to the grave, but, yeah.
All right, now it's time for Cory's off-the-cuff Stevie Ray Vaughan SRV Fact of the Day. Give us one. Stevie Ray
Fact of the Day today. I got one for you.
Okay.
Right now, you ready?
Yep.
Stevie Ray Fact of the Day.
He wore 2 gold rings.
Yeah.
That's your Stevie Ray Fact of the Day. Yeah. Fire. It's like I just exude confidence. I don't know. You know, you throw it up, I'm gonna knock it out of the park every time. Much like this pizza place in New York. Did you hear about this? Hear about this story?
You're fired on all three today.
On all two cylinders. There's a pizza place in Brooklyn, which most people know. There's if you're into pizza, you know that there's a feud between Chicago and New York for the best style of pizza, right?
And there's a feud within New York on all the raised pizzas. Yeah. Which one's the original?
Right. Well, I don't know. This company is probably not one of the original ones, but they've taken their New York style pizza and made it even better.
What?
To market their stuff. Because you know how when you order pizza, it comes in a nice cardboard box.
I do know that.
That's ridiculous to break down and throw away. It tears up your trash bags. It's a whole thing. But these people, they've revolutionized the pizza game.
Okay.
It's a pizza in a box made of pizza. Think about it. Think about it. That's a real thing. Yeah, you can eat the box. Now, where they went wrong was you can open the box of pizza.
Yeah.
To get to the pizza.
Box pizza?
Yeah, you can open it to get to the pizza. Why would you ever need to open it?
Nope.
You've got a pizza sandwich right there, bro, with pizza
Eat
filling.
Right through that.
I mean,
so is the pizza box itself
made of pizza?
And is it hot?
Yeah.
So you put a hot pizza inside the hot pizza box? That's all going to meld together anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I've not like flushed out the logistics. I've not eaten it nor had it. I'd love to try it. All right. The little fat dude inside was like, yeah, he's dancing. He should be dancing. Yeah. Yeah. This is the musical episode. That's what this is today.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is the B Team with Cory and Jim. Hey, B-Teamers, this is Jim, letting you know that our quality, all-cotton, pre-shrunk tagless tee is now available in our store. From the beach to the boardroom, nothing says, hey, look at me, I'm adequate, like a B-Team with Cory and Jim t-shirt. So go to our website at point19productions.com and get you some.
Hi, this is author Emma Woods. When I have an hour to burn, I listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
O'Brien Medicine. When you care about people, you create relationships, trust, and loyalty that no amount of money can buy. When you care about people, you are truly making a difference in their lives. Better health and wellness through medical and alternative treatments makes our patients' lives better. O'Brien Medicine, offering same-day appointments and flexible scheduling to meet your needs. O'Brien Medicine, tailored treatment options including nutrition, exercise, and medical interventions. Find out more at o'brienmedicine.com or call 614-344-7601. O'Brien Medicine, home of the same-day appointment.
Say there, you enjoy some delicious Pepsi Max? Come on down to the cellar. Listen to the B Team.
And we're back. Did you see this? You blowing that max.
I'm sorry, you blow.
Into the max.
I've not met him.
Not max. You don't blow max. Into the Pepsi Max.
Oh.
And then you get the thing.
Oh, into the can?
You know when it's cold and you see your breath?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting there.
It's
like a fog effect.
Steam heat.
Hashtag # steam heat. TM.
You can't TM everything.
Any day. Now you can.
Well, if Johnny Manziel can TM.
Yeah, didn't it
JFF.
Like a billion? JFF.
I love that one.
I'm gonna trademark 3 letters that if you ever use them in that sequence and anything that might be public, you owe me some money.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What?
If I want to open John's Fish and Fries.
Yep. Don't have anybody hashtag
come on down
that
to JFFs.
Nope. Cut that check. Send that. Make that out to Manziel. That's 1 Z. Yep. Thank you. That's ridiculous. What's even more ridiculous is the trademark office was like, now you can do that.
Well, it's him.
I know.
They're not going to say no.
Well, I feel like it needs to be a legitimate thing. Like, if you're going to be able to trademark it and get money, like, it needs to be at least a full word or a sentence. And the word can't be like a word like the. Like, trademark the. It's got to be like something that you made up. like flarn flagging or something like that. That's not even a word, but if you you know what I mean? If you make it up and it's not like in a word that already exists in a dictionary, then you should be able to trademark it. You can't just throw 3 letters and go, I'm going to trademark that. So put that on there.
We got a few TMs.
Well, that's because they're full
We got
words.
the B team. We got the B team with Cory and Jim.
Yeah.
We've got
Cobra Slap.
Cobra Slap.
Yeah.
Bad Monkey Studios.
Churning and burning.
Churning and Burning.
Yeah. That's it, I think, right now. I think. I don't know.
What's our T-shirt say? Does it say something?
That's just
on
a
it?
logo.
Oh.
The B team with Cory and Jim. They're awesome T-shirts, though. Super comfortable. Pick up.
Tagless.
They are tagless. You know
You're not
what?
gonna get all
You're
itchy.
welcome.
Yeah.
Because who makes... That's the thing I don't get is, like, back in the day, I can't imagine that the tag existed on a shirt.
1990?
Is that when it came out? Is that when the first tag came out on a shirt?
No, it would have been probably 1890.
No, but think about it. I got to thinking about this. When did that little piece of thing get invented? It was in 1890, bro.
No.
You think a dude making a shirt was like, hang on, let me put a tiny little tag on here that I've just whittled your shirt out of yarn. let me just put this. Let me just stitch this little tag in there. Here
They
you
had
go.
looms. They worked the looms.
Yeah, but nobody's looming a tag onto a shirt. You're just gonna whittle your shirt together.
Well, you didn't need the care instructions back then.
And you don't need them. Not the one on the neck. That one never has it. It's always the one on the, well, for dudes, I guess. But nobody looks at that.
I'm not exactly sure why you're coming at me so hot.
I feel
on
like
this
you had
topic.
something to do with it, though. Like I feel like somehow you were in on the meeting where, like, you know, how can we make shirts worse? And then somebody was like, let's put a little tiny
Ask Jimmy.
fabric. Let's put a tiny fabric tab in the back on the neck, right where you can't really get to it.
Yeah.
And just to annoy people, just to itch your fucking neck so bad that
And
you want
boy,
to fight
it
people.
does. It does.
I rip them off like every shirt that I get.
Me too. I would cut them out. I would leave just enough of it so that I knew what the back of the shirt was.
That's a challenge, man. Especially
Some shirts,
early
Some shirts, yeah.
when you're throwing them on. I have to check. Got to get my bearings.
Yeah.
I love it when there's a logo or something on there. 'Cause I'm like, okay, that's the
It's like,
front.
yeah, that's the front.
Especially if I can feel it, if it's tactile.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I've made it. Especially in the dark, man. That's the worst. If you're in a hurry and a rush in the morning, you throw something on, you just look like a straight well, that's a kind of an R jar. I didn't use the full blown word, but
What's the difference between tactile and taciturn?
I don't know.
I think
Break
it would
out
be
your
sad.
thesaurus. No, that'd be just be a
I'm
dictionary.
just playing with you.
No.
No.
Tactidaryl? What did you say? I don't know. You're coming in here throwing it like I'm some kind of a learned doctor. You love throwing your fanciness around in my face.
Let's talk about emails.
What about them?
I got some.
You got some emails?
Yep. You want to hear about them?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Get back with me after
You've
you make
upset
your
me
notes.
with your words.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go. What you got?
I picked out 3.
As always. As you always do.
Red Shoot says, have you heard of the paleo diet? What is that?
Walt Whitman has. I found out about this. Did you know this? Well,
What?
People were saying that he was paleo. Basically, Walt Whitman just ate a diet, like back in the day of what you
Yeah.
would normally eat, and somebody's calling it paleo.
What do you have on the paleo? What is that about?
I don't know.
Is that caveman?
a
Caveman and
cave-
paleo
That's
diet?
what people say. And I feel like that's... I'm
Brontosaurus burgers.
not... Well, yeah, sure. You get the Brontosaurus burgers.
Huge turkey legs,
you
but
run
they're not
around-
turkeys. What are they? Back in the day, they wouldn't have been
Pterodactyl,
turkey.
right?
Yeah, pterodactyl, big pterodactyl leg.
Pterodactyl legs. I feel like you're going to have some kind of like a carnivore. What would be your seafood? A frog? Like a big frog?
Yeah.
Like I bet frogs were huge back in the day. But anyway.
Well, yeah, because they walked out of the water and became us, right?
Boom.
Or something.
Mic drop.
I
Allegedly.
don't know.
That's the thing that's awesome about science is all the theories that nobody was around.
Nobody has a clue.
Nobody was around. So they're like, you know what? Let me think of this. Let's see.
I'm super smart, so let me.
There's a fish.
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks a lot like a human person, but like in an embryo. So that's probably where we came from. Trademark that.
So basically, Doc, you have a sexual fixation on a fish.
Wait,
So now,
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, we took it a whole nother level. I was just saying dudes made up stuff to get rich, but now we're
sell
talking about
books.
dudes blowing fishes. I don't know.
Dude, they would have, back in the day, they would have several volumes of book dedicated to like one flower.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
No,
that's-
because
yeah.
that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Not,
it does.
not only who A would want to write that much
Yeah.
about one thing versus B who would want to read it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's depressing enough that you'd want to write that much about a flower. Let's just say if you had like 10 volumes of a book about one specific flower, who's the guy reading that? Like after he murders people, that's what he does. He'll go read his flower book to calm himself or center himself, his chi, and then go back out and do it again.
Well, Charles Darwin said the only thing he would regret at the end of his life is that he didn't have more time to write.
What?
No.
That's not even
Nope.
what on earth?
He didn't.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to nickname
Thanks.
you? We have a new nickname. Quote generator.
Quote curator.
Jimmy the quote curator. Nice. Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
You just curated that quote right there.
Brickstarter says, I love you guys. What kind of cars do you drive?
Me?
Now, this is I'm going to be honest. Brickstarter wrote a really nice email, but it was super long. I am not joking. It would probably take me like 18 minutes to read the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that was the crux. He loves us, or she loves us, and wants to know what kind of cars we drive. He talks all about cars.
So he's a car guy.
Clearly.
That's a thing.
Well, because Brickyard, I'm taking that. What
Oh
his name
yeah,
from
like
Brickstarter.
racing. So he
Yeah.
races and so
Yeah.
enjoys the
What
NASCAR.
kind of cars do we drive? Corey, what are you driving? What are you wheeling
excuse me.
around in?
I've got
Bentley.
the mobile of all mobiles, and I'm not talking about the Bat. I'm talking about the Lesmobile, Subaru. Boom.
Yeah.
Not the Outback though. I couldn't afford the Outback.
No, who can?
Well, not many.
Yeah.
Not many. Just the elite. That's who they market it to. You never see a commercial about an Outback unless you're in the certain market range. But
What do you like about your brew?
all-wheel drive, man.
Mm.
Yeah, I love it. I can drive in the snow.
You've
Or-
needed it
or
coming to the studio.
Yeah, or inclement weather. It's been. I've never been stuck in it. Oddly enough, because usually I would think that I would be. It's not because it's not a heavy car. It's not a hefty. It's not like a truck. You know.
No.
You're not going to be blowing through dunes in your roo.
Well, you've blown through dudes, and I know
Copious
that
amounts.
you-
Copious. It's hard to keep track at this point.
What else you got? You got something else.
Well, my wife drives a Toyota,
Mm.
I think.
Tercel.
No, it's a Corolla, I believe.
Mm.
Now, don't quote me on that because it was given to us.
What?
Yeah. Oh, we know.
How do you
people.
get a car
We know
given to
people.
you?
We know it was old.
Somebody right now, somebody like sitting in Somalia or something is like, what the fuck?
Well, no, first of all,
Give him the car.
they just take cars, man. Okay, Somalians.
Well, there's 2 cars in
There's-
Somalia.
Yeah, but don't get caught driving it because it's gonna get stolen.
Yes, it is.
So no,
And you got one given to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it was like a top of the line piece of machinery when we received it.
Was it a baby gift?
No.
Wedding gift?
No. Well, no.
No. Pay off for a debt owed?
Well, I don't want to get into specifics
Okay.
because then, it's like a witness protection.
What's a
It's
brick
whole
of cocaine worth?
Yeah.
A Toyota?
Well, no. I feel like it's worth much more than a Toyota. But that's just me.
Lieben turd. No joke.
Well, first of all, you didn't even say what car you drive. You
Oh.
worried about people stalking you?
No. I drive a Dodge Ram.
Yeah, you do.
Pick 'em up. And a Jeep of some
man's-
kind.
That's a
My wife
man's.
has.
It's a man's truck right
It
there.
is. It really is.
What's the V8s on that? So you got kind of V8 power. you got there.
It's a Hemi. It's a Hemi.
Is that,
It's one of the Hemis, the
how
5.7.
many? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many? What's the
What's the
how
output?
many? How many horses? Huh?
Man, just tons of them. Yep.
Just tons and tons of horses.
Now, I want to say like 15,000. Now, is that, would that be a, no?
Way too many.
Is it? All right.
You'd basically.
What, 15?
That's too small.
It's somewhere in between
the
there.
hundreds.
It's in there.
Let's say it's in the hundreds.
Yeah.
That's more appropriate.
Yeah.
15,000.
Yeah, it's
I have
really
the fastest car ever made ever. That's like a plane, I feel like.
Leap Turd says
Is it Lebtard? Lebet?
LEIB turd.
Lebetard?
I don't know.
Anyway, fire it up.
You make me laugh. That's good.
You're welcome.
So far.
And thank you.
Will you come? You come to
How's
me?
it spelled?
Birth.
O-M or
Will
with an
stop
E?
that.
I'm just asking. I have
have
it
a picture
in front
of
of me.
my mother in my wallet. Will you come to me birthday party? Question mark. I'm in South Korea's.
First of all, just spell check or grammar check before you send an email because it's
Yeah.
going to get aired.
Even in the translation.
And tens of people are going to hear that and they're
Yeah.
going to laugh at you
Yeah.
and they're going to think, wow, that sounds silly.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be embarrassed. But
So
anyway.
change that turd to tard.
And what is there a question wrapped in there? I didn't. Does he?
Will we come to his birthday party?
Oh,
Or her?
wait, he's South Korea? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
We're going to be in the area.
If it was North Korea,
No, we can't do
They've been
North
launching
Korea.
missiles like crazy,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if we go to South Korea, we might set off World War III.
Yeah,
'Cause
we would.
There's going to be
Mm-hmm.
some attempts on our life. You know, we'll have to get a motorcade.
Because we're radio free America.
Not only that, but we're huge celebrities. I feel like over in South Korea. I don't know this for sure, but
I don't
if
either.
there's not if we go there, okay, and there's not a candy box with our faces on it, I'm gonna be fucking super pissed.
I do have to tell you this about us, though. I feel like now I have nothing based in facts. You have access to all the analyticals because you're super smart, and I don't know how to read that stuff. But I have a feeling that if we went to Europe, specifically Great Britain, as it was once called,
The UK.
I have a feeling if we landed, especially in the Surrey area, that somebody might meet us at the airport.
It would be like the reception when the Beatles came to America. I feel like on a much smaller scale.
I'm
though,
thinking
like 2
maybe
or 3.
a taxi driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
Just a taxi driver.
Of like the person though, like that sent like where we're gonna be staying. Because like
Probably.
like not a fan.
No. A sponsor, if you will. Of some, yeah. Just.
I don't even think that. I don't think.
But I'm saying of all the places,
I feel like Korea would
who
be
would
better.
listen to us, really, we'd get a better reception in Korea.
Yeah, because what would happen is we would show up as the B team, you know, to do an event.
Oh, in our B team uniforms.
Right, and then somebody would think that we would mistake us for, well, you for Horatio Sands or
Yeah.
Richard Grieco, me as Mr. Clean or the dude from Annie. So
Yeah. Daddy Warbucks.
yeah, so
man.
we'd get hounded for that, and they'd ask for autographs, and they'd be sorely disappointed when they found out that we were nobody famous. You know.
I got to tell you, one thing I'm super proud of, because I really love my wife, but I love her even more when she laughs at something I say. And I got to laugh at her upstairs
When you
because
said
she understood. I said, when I opened the door, when you came in the back door of the studio, I said, oh, I don't know. I'll ask him if he brought Annie with him.
Yeah,
And
that one
she
blew right
laughed
by me.
really hard.
That one blew right
and
by
I
me.
was like, oh, yes, that's my girl, man. I'm gonna
true
keep
love.
her around another
True
6
love.
months.
Well, yeah, man. Got to get there, make sure that check clears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of her, guess what she's doing?
Well, I you need to enlighten me because I had to find out like everybody else through Facebook.
Yeah. She's going to Haiti.
I don't know if you can see the chip on my shoulder right now.
Yeah.
Pretty disappointed. What's she doing?
Well, I
there?
didn't know you were having a baby till you already had sex with Maddie.
You're like, I've been stalking you for months.
Yeah.
And none of that.
I didn't see
any of that
I
happen.
got vidya of nothing.
Like, sure, I've got plenty of shots of you in the shower,
Yeah.
but other than that, man, nothing good, nothing I can sell. So but you guys
Yeah,
are adopting a kid from Haiti, man. That's crazy.
Well, no.
No,
Nope.
I thought that's what you go to Haiti to do.
No, she's going to help them rebuild.
Rebuild what though?
After the big thing, after the big the big to do,
There's all
the big hullabaloo after the big
to-do. We got to bring that back, man. That was a big to-do.
Yeah. Something else I would
Explain, like a major catastrophe. Oh, didn't you hear about that big to-do they had over there? Like there's an earthquake that killed like 1,000 people. But it was a pretty big to-do. That's awesome.
No, but that's what she's going for. Yeah, to clean
awesome.
up to help rebuild a community.
That's great.
A specific community. And
what's the time frame? Like
she's gonna be there.
Couple years?
When's she leaving? No, June.
June?
Yeah, June, like 8th or 9th.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's gonna be gone for a while and helping them rebuild. And I'm gonna miss her, but I love her. I love her heart, man.
Yeah,
love her heart.
That's a really cool thing to do, though.
Well, she's a cool person.
Well, yeah, I've met her.
Yep.
Once or twice, but yeah, that's awesome. Now I'm not that familiar.
I would say she would give you the shirt off her back, but I'd have to follow it up with like, bro, you wish.
Come on. It wouldn't fit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
This thing's already hugging the sleeves enough.
No, those arms look like a bag of ropes. It looks like a python ate a bag of ropes.
Pretty much.
That's what they look like.
I mean, I'm pretty vascular, bro.
You are.
We were talking about that last night at work, man, about vascularity.
About being throbby and vascular?
Yeah. Real veiny.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
The veinier, the better.
Yeah, well, like your bat wing.
Yeah, it's like a ribbed condom, but for free. You know?
You wear it all the time.
Yeah, but on your arms. So most, I don't want to turn this into a sexual thing. That's probably where people are thinking I'm going with it.
No. It's lifting. It's the bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You know what you do? You carry your trophy all the time. Yeah.
That is true.
You're a walking trophy.
You think I should get like a cosmetic surgery?
I think you should TM that.
#, I'm bringing the pound
walking
sign
trophy.
Pound sign walking trophy. That's a T-shirt too.
Yeah.
And then if we could do a promotional thing where we gold our skin up.
No, that's called tattoos.
Well, but I want to be able to wash it off.
That's henna tattoos.
No, because you can't get henna off for like months, man.
I can.
That's like you're like, I know the secret. It's vinegar. Works every time.
No, it's witch hazel.
That's what you wipe your ass with, isn't it?
No.
For like roids?
Old guys?
For roids and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I've heard.
I've heard. I think you're close. I have a feeling we super derailed.
Hey, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
It was
emails about South Korea. That's what it was. And then we just.
Will we? This guy wants to know if we'll come to his or her.
I will.
Birthday party.
You send me an address and a plane ticket.
She's in South Korea. Yeah, you send us tickets. I'll go. No, we can't
go to South Korea. Not only I can't afford it, but I wouldn't pay. Like I'm gonna have to be paid by somebody to ever go to South Korea.
Okay. Why? It's a beautiful country. Alan Alda loved it.
Have you been? You've been there? No.
Mm-hmm. No.
We used to. People don't. I mean, you used to do a stint in the military.
I did.
You're a vet. So you went to what? You
traveled.
Went Russia,
Saudi.
You went to Saudi. I don't know. You were over there
For a while.
And then
Egypt.
Egypti. Okay. And then where else?
The PI.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know.
The Philippines.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's lame.
Bunch of time.
Well, so Philippines is close to South Korea. I feel like.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same diff.
Yeah.
Right. So you know.
America and Canada. They're the same place.
I mean, it looks close.
It's North America.
Yeah,
right?
it's in America.
What you're saying.
It's in the northern America.
I follow, fella. So what's our news story for the day?
News story? I just gave them to. I gave you news stories upon news stories.
I feel like you didn't.
I know that you feel like that I didn't. I'll make up a news story right now, though, if you want to hear something. Mm-hmm. Stevie Ray Vaughan came back to life today. You hear about that? You hear about this?
I don't know why you would even joke.
Could you imagine how excited you'd be? I mean, get past the initial freak out mode where you think, oh, shit, zombies. But think about this for a second. Here's a zombie movie that nobody's really ever played out. What if they come back to life and they're just the same person? They just look a little bit more deady, but he starts slaying the guitar some more. You would be pretty excited.
Yeah.
Because he'd go back on tour. Huh?
I'd pay to see it.
Now, here's where you want to be careful. I don't know if you'd want to rush the stage because they might be bitey. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't, maybe not a photo op.
I know this has been done to death But explain to me, as an expert from TTT Tech, explain to me why I'm afraid of a zombie.
Well, I know why you're afraid. You particularly. Well, number one, everybody knows about your debilitating, crippling fear of feet.
Yep.
And clowns.
Yep.
But two, or three, I guess. Or I said two things. So three, I guess.
Well, clown feet would put me over the edge. Yeah.
Well, sure. Because the size alone, we've talked about it. It's
super stabby.
Just huge feet, man. It's like a size
Yeah,
24
could you
foot.
imagine? Yeah.
That thing coming out at you? No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to deal with that. Just the toes alone, logistically, it's a nightmare. But most people don't know that your animal fear comes from a deep-seated panic that they're going to rip your throat
No, it's a
out.
belief. It's knowledge.
That they're gonna,
I went to college. It's a knowledge.
I read a book about it.
Yes.
That it's going to take its teeth.
It will.
Rip
It's going to. It will.
That's what I'm saying.
Take its teeth.
It's going to rip your throat out.
Yes.
And rip all
a
of this.
vein.
Just a vein?
A
or
particular
the
vein.
veins? The
I don't know that
arteries,
much about the nechial
the nectal
regions. Yeah.
region.
Yeah. The
But
nectus optimus right there.
Nice.
But
Nice.
yeah.
So yeah, you don't. So that, and I feel like that's what you think probably. Well, most people. Nobody wants to get bitten by another human being or anything because that would probably be really painful. But if they bite you around their neck, I feel like zombies go for the neck a lot, or maybe not. Maybe that's stomach.
What are they trying to get? Do they enjoy flesh?
They
Or
allegedly
do they
like
enjoy
brain,
blood?
right? Allegedly they like brain. So, but they eat everything else too. So I don't know.
They do?
I don't know if like the brain is like the bull testicle of the human,
Yeah.
but I feel like it would be.
Mhm.
You know, that's like the dessert maybe. All the rest of this is like your entree, and then you crop up in the old skull there, and that's the creamy center.
That's where you really tuck in.
Yeah, that's where you go. And just get a finger in there, whirl it around a bit.
Yeah. You can dip chips in there if you have some.
Could you? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
that's the good stuff.
Because you got me thinking about pink dip, which
Pink dip.
yeah,
Like sheep
like a
dip?
brain, like if you're gonna have a party,
Okay.
you're gonna want an assortment of dips.
Okay.
And you might just without knowing if they're not labeled, you might take a chip, and just from past experiences, you'll be fine with something that's white generally. Because that's either probably a sour cream,
Yeah, that's
maybe a ranch or something. French dip,
French onion.
French, yeah. You maybe a green is guacamole, so you're okay there.
I think French dip is a sexual thing, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well,
like
that's
a Cleveland steamer.
It's a sandwich thing. French dip. You know,
Oh, yeah.
with the roast beef.
Yeah. All right. Well, then it is
Well,
sexual
sure,
for
yeah.
me. For a fat kid. A nice
Start
French
getting real
dip.
shaky.
is- Yeah. Oh.
Hey, man, you gonna
Yeah.
take care of that baguette? Because I will.
Can I get a hold of the Frenchy D there real quick?
A little French D. Anyway.
Go.
And you're fine with the red because that's salsa, right? But you start mixing stuff and you get like a pink in there. I'm not so sure. Now, that could be like a strawberry spread, right? A strawberry cream cheese. I don't know. I'm not.
You know what
it
I
could be
did?
chopped up brain, though.
I got to tell you what I did once. I'm not going to throw up when I tell it because I'm going to tell
You're
it
gonna
really
throw
fast.
up. Nope.
One time, I was at a party just like you spoke of, and they had was that Rush Limbaugh's wedding? I forget what part where it was, but it was they had all kinds of dips out just like you described, and there was a red one, and I'm like, oh, it looks so good and tomatoey. And so I took a chip, got a big scoop of it on, put it in, and almost immediately ejected it. Rejected or ejected? Which one when it flies out onto the floor and I pretend it didn't happen?
Okay. Yeah, you try to immediately black
because
out. Because
it was the sauce for the shrimp. It was shrimp sauce. It wasn't dip. It wasn't chip.
But what
dip.
is that made out of? I've never known.
Red.
The shrimp sauce. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people love it, but I don't know what it is. It always weirded me out too, man. It looked like chunky tomato soup.
It is. It's got almost a sandy, gritty kind of thing to it. It's really weird. Because I don't eat shrimp. I can't eat any seafood or I'll be dead.
I don't eat shrimp anyway, but yeah, you don't eat shellfish. You're allergic, right?
Can't do it. Yep. Yeah, but that was I put a chip in that.
Can you now? Let me ask you this question because I'm not big on food allergies. I don't know. If somebody would have dipped a shrimp into that thing before you got to it, did you have like a reaction, or were you the first one to dip into that?
It appeared to me that I was the first one because I pretty much when they cracked the doors, I pretty much ran.
That nice, well, yeah, and when it pours in, it's always got that nice little top,
the little thing at the top, the little curly at the
kid.
top, the little curly right at the very top.
You stabbed right into that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I was the first one to go.
Now, do you think that you would have had like some kind of reaction if somebody got to shrimping that up?
That's possible because even I told you the story about when I went to Long John Silver's.
Right.
And my mom
almost
got the promise from them that they didn't fry the fish with the chicken.
Right.
And I nearly died. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's hot oil that kills germs. So if that can get...
You dodged a bullet.
I think I did, yeah.
You shouldn't even be here talking to me right now.
Nope. I should be on a...
Dead man walking.
Cold stone slab.
Man.
I might be a zombie right now. Super healthy zombie. Just really thick.
Yeah. You're not missing a meal.
No.
You've tripped up a few dogs on the way, a couple kids. Clearly, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
You've settled into your role. You're like, okay, this is my thing. And you've come with clearly creative ways to knock it out of the park.
But why am I afraid of a zombie? Why should I? I think because they're slow moving, right? That's my understanding.
I think it's the overwhelming number. I think it's got to be the overwhelming number of bodies.
And that it's constant, too. You can't get a rest.
Everywhere.
You can't rest because if you're trying to...
That's when they get you.
If you hid in a basement or something, that's when they catch up.
Yeah, because if you run the entire movie, you might not even see a zombie. It's when you sit down somewhere, that's when they all show up.
Yeah.
It's like they got a little sixth sense of like, okay, like they're all hanging out at a party or pub, like, oh, hey, John just sat down at his house, boarded it up, let's go. We got thing.
Or an AD saying, everybody to set.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's it. Because that's my thing. I'm like, dude, I think people are probably more excited about a zombie apocalypse than any other end of the world scenario because you have hillbillies for days, man, that have guns that are like, I'm gonna shoot as many zombies as possible. Like you talked about it, man. Like if the zombie apocalypse ever hit, we're gonna camp out on the roof.
The studio. The studio could not be better positioned.
We got eyeline or eyesight for days, man.
For days.
So you grab you a 24 pack, you crop up on the roof there, and then you just settle in. You see something walking at you, you play games. What can you shoot first?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can take off a limb. If not, just end it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can play with distances.
We call that trimming them up.
Yeah.
As they're coming out. Yeah. We take a leg out. But just one leg and one arm. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't do the headshot till the very end.
We gotta let you
until they break the 1,000-yard mark.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll reach out
get to the fence.
Yeah, to the compound, the edge of the compound.
Yeah,
because that's what this is going to turn into.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, because come on. Other than that, like if there's not an overwhelming amount of zombies, that's not scary.
Do we have to burn the bodies?
No. You leave them out there as a message to the other
I don't think the other ones are getting the message because they step right over them. They walk right past them.
That's their problem. We're trying to warn them. That first one's a warning shot, folks. Zombie folks.
But they're not scared of the shots.
I didn't say they were smart. Her. I didn't say they were smart, but yeah. I mean, other than that, everything else is much more terrifying to me than a zombie. Think about a horde of clowns, bro.
Oh man, don't
rolling up here.
Don't. No,
they're coming at you with their squeaky shoes and just.
No, they come up in little tiny cars, and 35 of them get out of a little Mini.
How you wrapping your brain around that?
I'm screaming and shooting. I'm screaming and shooting the whole time, crying, just tears flowing as I'm unloading on them. Yep.
Could you just imagine, man, if it's just a car full of clowns rolling up here right now?
No.
Do you think
do it. I'm telling you, listeners.
Do you think you just black out in a white hot rage of fury? And like you could honestly
like wake up and be like
when you went to trial, you would testify that that you blacked out and and all you saw was a white hot rage of fury, and then you woke up like out of like you just like ended being a werewolf, and there was just dead bodies strewn about.
Dead painted bodies.
Well, painted, yeah, sure, they were clowns. You're not just gonna freak out on a normal human.
No.
When a clown person comes in, that's a whole nother bag of tricks, as they say.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now, I don't know. I've not done a ocular pat down of your entire property. I don't know if you have stashes, like weapon caches, if you will, for that eventual.
Well, I have to tell you,
attack.
I have to tell you this. I don't think I would tell you if I did.
You think?
Because
I'm going to be on their side?
Because you live in the city.
Well,
you live in the big city, and because you're probably going to get bit. You're probably going to get bit.
Well, let me ask you.
And then you're
this,
going to come out here. You're going to remember. He's got a freezer.
Well, sure, I'm coming.
Yeah,
but let me ask you this though.
And let's face it. You'd want to tuck into this. You'd want to dig into this.
I'm going to nestle into that.
You? Yeah, you're going to want to slice off
down.
A little bit of this.
Yeah, I mean, for a while.
The family. Yeah, I mean let's to a
zombie family.
To a zombie family. I am Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Yeah,
I think that's appropriate.
It's safe.
That's a safe bet, as they say.
Hey,
that's not a sure thing.
That's all silly. How excited are you about the movie Keanu?
I'm pretty pumped about it.
Two of our
man.
favorite guys.
I've heard, yeah, Key and Peele, man, and
Yeah.
I've heard the initial reviews. I don't know if you know this. I listened to Keegan-Michael Key talking about it. He said they initially just wrote like a movie to have kind of fun.
Yeah,
like
sure.
they're like, let's just do a movie just to test the waters,
silly,
if you will. And then their agent sent it off, and there was a studio. I think I don't know who greenlit it, but somebody was like, "Yeah, we want to produce the movie," and they were like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like they couldn't believe that
Now
somebody
we gotta write it.
Yeah, somebody made. They
Yeah.
were like, "Yeah, let's make a movie out of that." And then so that was kind of a surprise. But they said though
That's funny.
after they've made it, dude, it's getting pretty good reviews.
Well, cool.
Like a lot of, they said the focus groups were real good on it when they initially did that, and then the first little run of critics, they said it's they're getting a lot of good feedback. So I'm really looking forward to it because it's awesome, man. It's a gang fight about a little kitten.
Yeah.
I mean, there's never been a movie probably made with that premise ever. So
Did you know Peele and Peretti are getting married?
wait, what?
Yeah.
Peretti?
Yeah.
What?
From Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Which one's that? I don't know the names. I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I
The civilian girl. She works for.
they're together.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
They got
No,
a
no,
wedding
no.
coming up. They have the commercials
No, is
leading up to
that's
it.
who she's getting married to? Not Keegan-Michael Key, right? The
No, to Jordan Peele.
Okay. No, I didn't. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No clue.
It's pretty exciting.
Dude,
They're
that's
both
probably-
really funny people.
Yeah.
That's going to be a funny house.
And I imagine the wedding's going to be pretty solid.
Oh, yeah.
Best man toast there. That's going to be like a stand-up set.
Yeah.
Literally,
wonder if
because
he'll have-
she's a stand-up and, well, he's a improv guy, but I mean, that would be, you're going to want to get a ticket to that one.
Wonder if Key would be his best man. I wonder about
I would
that. I don't know what
assume.
family
think
he
so.
has. Not sure what family.
I don't know.
You've
maybe
met
not.
one. You've met one or the other or both, right?
Well, we partied back in the 80s, but
If you know, nope, you didn't. Nope, not in your diaper. You didn't.
how do you know? You weren't there. You weren't there. I've got photo documentation, sir.
As sorry as I am to say it, because I'm having a lot of fun on this show.
Don't you do it.
There wasn't a lot of writing involved, but I had some fun.
Don't you do it.
But I have to say this.
Nope. No.
We got to shut it
No.
down. We got to shut these lights off, man.
Yeah, no, we can't
The
afford to keep
equipment's
these
warming
on.
up.
Yeah, we wouldn't want heat to just
No.
disperse upon us. It's mother flipping almost May, dude, and it's like 30 degrees outside. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
By the way,
I'll give you that. I will give you that.
it's 10 degrees in here and it's 30 out there. I don't get it, but anyway, how you can get a hold of us? Well, let me give you some updates on what's going on with us first. We still got teas available. I think we're out of XLs.
Yes.
Out of XLs.
Yes.
We'll work on getting some more of those if that's your size.
On order.
If that's your size, just hang tight, as they say.
That seems to be your super popular size. Fatties.
People getting swole. How dare you? How dare you? They're swole.
Just because I wear a 4X.
Yeah, just because I'm rocking them 3X. God dang. Yeah, so we still got some of those available. And we got some improvements coming out to the website. So
yeah.
So once those take place, we're going to try to streamline your user experience on the website. Maybe make it a little bit more fun. Maybe add some bonus content. We're not for sure. We're trying to flush some stuff out and not shit. So we got that going on.
Is that what it sounded like I said? I said vidya, as in video.
No, you should flush stuff. We're talking about flushing.
Oh.
Bathroom. I should have did that. That's how you would have
I'll
known
put one
it was
in there.
a joke.
Do you want one in there?
No.
Okay.
I like mine better than anything that you're going to find as a sound effect. Yeah, because I'm that confident in my abilities.
I have a drum set right next door in the next studio.
And it would probably sound awesome.
Yeah.
But I like what I did.
All right.
But website, point19productions.com.
You're the
email.
What's the
Point
dude
19,
from
don't you?
Police Academy.
Michael. I don't know his last name.
Yeah. Doggone it.
Start doing all those sound effects. That's what. Dude, you sound better than me.
Spray bottle.
You're taking over the mantle.
Winslow.
Here's my
Mike Winslow.
Here's my torch. I'm gonna hand it to you.
Nice.
Yeah, like that.
Good. Yeah,
God, we're good.
That was pretty good.
Man, you're welcome, folks. You know the email, point19productions@gmail.com. iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, SoundCloud. That's how you can get a hold of us. You know, we're out there. We're out and about. Drop you a hot.
Can you get a cassette of us?
We should bring the cassette back.
They are coming back. Do you know what brought them back?
No.
Guardians of the Galaxy. They're selling more cassettes now. They're actually, there's more of a demand for cassettes now because of that movie than there were like the last few years they had cassettes.
So we need to make a cassette. We need to be ahead of the curve.
To make a what do they call it? Mixtape.
Mixtape, Greatest Hits Volume 1.
A road mixtape for you guys.
Boom.
Yeah.
It'll be piss your pants hilarious. 3 full hours each side of nonstop hilarity. We're doing it.
Just like you're getting now. All I ask you to do is love somebody.